Hello, I'm Walton McCarthy. This will be session 27 for nuclear tests. And these tests are all listed in POP, so you can look up the complete list. I'm just going through a portion of it here. This is a manual that you can get from Department of Defense and the Office of Public Affairs, and there's a couple of places that you can get it. I think it's $2 now. First atomic bomb we had was Trinity. It was a test. It was a tower test, and it was just set up so we could learn. Fat Man, Nagasaki, August 9th. Before that was Hiroshima on August 6th. And by the way, these casualties, if you compare these casualties to the other weapons, the percentage, the number of killed, the number of people injured, killed, is much lower than the carpet bombing that was leveled on Japan before these two weapons. But these are the first three weapons detonated. 13 kiloton for Hiroshima, 23 kiloton for Nagasaki. And the test, the original one, was a 19 kiloton. But what I want to point out here is that we've had 28 nuclear tests above ground before the 1963 Nuclear Weapons Test Ban Treaty that were bigger than Hiroshima. So think about that. 28 nuclear weapons above ground bigger than Hiroshima were tested here in the country. So if it were the end of the world, I think we would have known it. So this is just an important reference point for a lot of people who think one weapon it's going to travel all over the world and everybody's going to die. Dogs are living with cats and God knows what. So these are some of the ones, and this is in POP plus all the other ones, and there are hundreds, many below ground. And these are just the ones in the United States. Russia has its own list, the same, just like this. India has its own list. China has its own list. So these are just the ones in the United States. And the other countries tested more above ground prior to the Test Ban Treaty than we did. But what I'm trying to point out here is that this has happened. We've had nuclear weapons here. Everybody's still alive. The truth is bad enough. You don't have to exaggerate it. And that, that's an issue. That's a statement you're going to hear me make a lot of times. Balloon drops were used in some of these tests because they couldn't build a tower that's 2,000 feet high. It's too expensive. So when you see a balloon drop in these tests, this is how they do it. Here's some more tests. This is part of that 28. You can see these are all bigger than Hiroshima.